last 3 seasons, the Chicago Bulls have met every challenge, winning the first NBA title in franchise history, then capturing back-to-back championships, and finally taking their place among history's best with the three-peat. They were poised to go for their 4th straight title until the unthinkable.
I don't have anything else for myself to prove. It's time for me to move away from the game of basketball.
With Michael Jordan's retirement, with devastating injuries, and with inconsistent play from unfamiliar faces, the Bulls began the season at 4-7. This challenge seemed insurmountable. Surely their championship reign was finished. But with the return of Scottie Pippen from injury, the competitive fire that brought glories past has been rekindled. The Bulls are now on a tear, having won 12 of their last 13 games. Can the supporting cast be champions again without Michael? Tonight, they want to send a message to the whole league that they are still the yardstick by which others are measured. Meanwhile, Shaquille O'Neal is still being measured. Like Michael Jordan, before him, Shaq leads the league in scoring and dominates games. But can he and his teammates find that championship formula that eluded Chicago for so long? Orlando won't find a title gift wrapped under the tree. To raise the banner, they must first take down the champs.
Hearing footsteps that time, he had a clear path to the basket. Whoa!
As does Myers.
Pete Myers.
Speed. Shaquille O'Neal comes off a 13 for... Pippen drawing the double team. Well, Scottie Pippen went to the fadeaway, and he's tied the game at 4. Here out of Illinois, a native of Chicago. This a homecoming for Nick. Again, he tries from downtown. Well, you mentioned the 1 for 15 from games on the NBA schedule. Anderson posting up. Yes.
Good call there by Scott Skiles after Nick.
And Pippen goes all the way.
Well, you can this year.
And Kukoc has come on, replacing Grant. Kukoc off the feed from Pippen. And Myers came over. Here's Hardaway for 3. Anthony Hardaway. Several years. Is he a big guard? Is he a small forward? Where does he fit in?
Well, I think he can play both positions. He likes to set up out on the perimeter, and Scott Skiles nails a 3%.
Scott, yes. It is an 8-0. Bulls have missed their last 6 shots. Armstrong, yes. Well, B.J. Armstrong able to line. Anderson apparently got scratched by Myers. And it did not stop him.
Pete Myers has always been a with Horace Grant on the bench and ill.
Well, Scott changed his mind, leading to the steal and this.
And that'll get the crowd into the ball game, although the Bulls...
Orlando 23 and Chicago 17. Bill Wennington called for that last foul. Scottie Pippen for 2 of his 7 to lead the Bulls.
30 feet away from the basket. He is not going to leave his side.
Nice look. Kukoc for Pippen to finish the defensive work. There's a steal by Kukoc. And the Magic for the Chicago Bulls, particularly in the early moments of games.
And he has earned his playing time. And you're right, Bob. He does most of his damage in that first quarter. A little bit.
Orlando leading by 8. English trying to do it off the dribble and fires. Joe English connects on his first field goal attempt.
Michael Jordan or a Scottie Pippen or even a Kukoc, they've got to use the offense.
Skiles hits. Well, Michael Jordan, of course. Orlando getting back. Pippen, yes. Orlando's lead is down. Time to time, huh?
From time to time, once in a while. I think he's made 2.
In his life or today. The 102-degree temperature at about with the flu hanging in. Pippen goes all the way. What a move.
Smart play by Pippen field to give that one up and not pick up number 3.
Three-point attempt by Anderson. Well, the three-point touch has returned to in the first half.
Double team came again from Horace Grant. Shaq just took his time on that pass, but Scottie Pippen right now breaking down the Magic defense and
with 10. Post-up move by Hardaway, and a beauty. Hardaway taking advantage of 3. Hardaway tapped it to Royal. Royal gets inside. Rebound O'Neal. Oh, he nearly took the backboard down. Grant from Pippen.
And now the crowd is into it as the Bulls are starting to get out on the fast break. Shaquille O'Neal. Here's Shaquille O'Neal going to tap that ball to himself, and with such force shakes the whole backboard and the rim, which has jostled the ball out. And the Bulls seem to be taking advantage of every miss and every mistake with the final 2 points. Is on the bench right now and has really been subpar physically.
Yes, Kukoc has returned and gets right to it.
Little 7, Anthony Hardaway. The Magic are going to go to it as much as possible.
Another long-range pop. It has been.
The Magic are getting wide open looks at the 3.
Cartwright is open. Well, Bill Cartwright hitting from the. You see the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, Anderson got inside. He beat the Bulls. He beat Kukoc and Pippen. All of 12 seconds. Myers nearly picked it off. Hardaway with the recovery. Super play. O'Neal. Armstrong. Whipping by Skiles.
But it's difficult for everybody.
Hardaway for O'Neal. Good look by Hofstreet. They've taken 12 of their last 13. A record of 16 and 8. Myers. That's his second field goal. He has
Situation, Skiles and O'Neal.
And Skiles goes all the way. Beautiful reverse by Scott Skiles, the Magic.
Here's the alley-oop pass from Anthony Hardaway to Shaquille O'Neal as Bill Cartwright completely out of the play. Shaq led the league last year in dunks with.
Hardaway gets inside with another.
Rotate, and Donald Royal and Shaquille did a nice job combining on that.
Again, it's Hardaway on the penetration. He is.
Penny Hardaway on the 2-man play with Shaquille O'Neal. Bill Cartwright just not able to move his feet quick enough, and all Penny really needs is a little bit of daylight. Here you see the crossover like his other namesake. No relay.
Throw right back out. Anderson with a nice spin. Yes. Nick Anderson with a beautiful move. He has a switch shooting over Shaquille O'Neal. Myers on the recovery. Pippen. Scottie Pippen. 20 to make it 9 straight wins. Shaquille O'Neal. And that time got terrific position on Bill. And the Bulls have a 2-on-1. Pippen from Armstrong. The Bulls with some words for Tony Kukoc as you look at the alley-oop. Armstrong for Pippen. 2:35 left in the third.
Phil Jackson just gave Corey Blunt a little kick in the pants to get him out of there.
Pippen able to hit on a 4. As you look at the move by Pippen going to the left hand, hiding the ball, protecting, and then hitting on a spectacular reverse. Wellington went to the hook. Shot clock at 1. The Bulls are down by finish. Kukoc leading the break. Goes all the way. The Bulls and the Magic. The double team. Kukoc for 3. Rebound!
Where did that? Well, here's that shot by Tony Kukoc, and that one looked good leaving his hand, but Michael Jordan, eat your heart out as Bill Wellington. No body contact by Shaquille O'Neal, but really he shouldn't have to in that situation.
Good finish here in Chicago. Shaquille O'Neal bringing the Magic within 1. There Miles guarded by Kerr. Nice lead for Hardaway. Well done, Scott Skiles for Anthony. Myers on the back door, fed by Wellington. Yes.
Pippen. But here goes Pete Myers, who really doesn't get a lot of playing time in fourth quarters. Makes a good athletic move, able to hang in the air, take the bump in the head from Shaq. There's another look at it from a different angle. No complaint that time by Shaquille.
Anderson for O'Neal. Oh, I thought he was going to rip the rim down.
Nick Anderson, patient here, finds Shaquille wide open underneath. He loads up. Scottie Pippen had a notion.
In the backcourt, Pippen front right, Kukoc up front. Here's Kukoc for three. Yes. No complaint from Phil Jackson. Chicago with an 8-game win streak on the line. They've taken 12 of the last 13. Nice touch by Kukoc. He has 15 away. Anderson for three. Oh, and he's tied the game at 90. Nick Armstrong. Pippen keeps it alive. Armstrong for three. Yes. Never. Anderson for O'Neal. And Shaquille goes right at Bill Wennington.
That's the move.
Shaquille O'Neal with a power move. Bill Wennington on the box out. And with Armstrong wide open. Now to three. It is Kukoc. He hits with the left hand. 2 seconds remaining. Chicago takes the lead. Orlando calls for touch.
With good penetration, he seemed to be hung up in the air, but found Kukoc, who really deserves a lot of credit in this ballgame, Marv. He has missed some shots poorly. He has really gotten taken on by his coach, Phil Jackson. Scottie Pippen has been all over his case, but he's out there trying to help his ball club any way he can, so you've got to give him a lot of credit for sticking.
Scott on the hump to Skiles. Can't get it off. But Anderson with a count. Let's see. No, says Jess Kersey. Too late. It came after. It's 17-8 now, 1 game behind. 17-6 Atlanta and the Orlando Magic.